Let's get started. Are you ready? Microfinish doesn't slip. It doesn't slip, so the job will be easier, and you won't be so tired. Accidents can happen without microfinish. All right, let's try it again. Microfinish doesn't slip. It doesn't slip, so it's safe and makes the job go faster. Cuts down on slips and spills. There are many reasons for choosing microfinish. It doesn't slip, so the job will be easier, and you won't be so tired. It's safe and efficient. It works!
Hey, Dad. I'm looking for some good gloves. Do you know of any?
Gloves? Why don't you check out the Microfinish ones from Towa?
What are those? Can you tell me a little more?
Sure. Microfinish has the best grip out of all the non-slip coating technologies. You can see the structure clearly in this magnified view of the surface. If you compare it with other glove surfaces, you can easily see the difference.
I see a lot of tiny holes.
Yes, having these tiny velvety touch cups is the unique feature of Microfinish that can't be found in any other glove.
How is it different from ordinary non-slip gloves?
Most other non-slip gloves have convex projections on the surface to give a better grip, but Microfinish is structured with tiny pocket-like cups.
Wow, they're like little octopus suckers.
Sure they are. That's my girl. That's why the glove surface offers a great grip, even with something oily or wet. Look at this picture. Gravity is what causes things to fall. So if you want to lift something, you have to grab it and then hold on to it so it won't drop.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now the energy required to hold anything is closely related to friction coefficient.
So you mean that a larger friction coefficient makes lifting easier?
Yeah. So the lesser the friction coefficient, the more force you need, like this.
We gotta use a lot more energy to do the job when using poorer grip gloves, don't we?
Sounds a little too difficult for me.
Let me put it this way. You get a better grip with a greater friction coefficient.
It must be some kind of super technology. What are these gloves used for?
They're used in factories, construction sites, and a lot of other places for a lot of different jobs.
You said they have a great grip even for oily stuff. Nitrile gloves are good for oily work, aren't they?
Yeah, sure, nitrile gloves are oil resistant, so they're used in many factories.
I use nitrile gloves to change the oil in the car, but the parts slip and it's hard to do the job.
Well, that's because you're using flat-coated gloves. For detail work such as assembling small parts, palm-coated active grip gloves are more suitable. A 13-gauge lining fits hands perfectly for better performance. This shows a scene doing detail work using different types of gloves. Can you tell the difference?
It looks difficult to do the work other than using Microfinish gloves.
It's quite interesting that there are big differences between gloves.
The kind of glove you use makes a big difference in what you're doing. They can make a job easier or more difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see the difference.
Look at this now. It shows the friction coefficient of gloves when covered with oil.
Then it's like you said before. Microfinish gloves have a better grip compared with other gloves, even when smeared with oil.
That's right. That's why you can do a better job with these gloves.
Then what do you do when you have to handle something big and oily?
Well, in that case, you use full-coated active grip gloves. They are just right for that kind of job.
I see. So you mean it's important to pick the right gloves for the right job?
Say, I see people moving and handling a lot of things around construction sites. Are there some particular gloves for doing that kind of work?
For this kind of job, I think Microfinish latex gloves are best. You get a better grip and you can even carry heavy stuff safely. Do you remember that graph about holding and dropping things?
Sure. The one that explains friction coefficient and how it's related to a non-slip grip, right?
Right. If you can't get a good grip with your gloves, then you have to use more effort not to drop it. So they did an experiment to compare the level of tiredness when using different kinds of gloves. The fatigue level was measured before and after holding an item of the same weight for 3 minutes. When you get tired, the lactate level in your blood rises.
There doesn't seem to be much of a difference in levels when you use Microfinish gloves.
You don't get tired because you're not wasting your energy.
You don't need much energy, you don't get tired, and so you can do a better job.
It means more than just improving work efficiency. A good grip helps prevent accidents on the job.
Microfinish technology is amazing.
Then are Microfinish gloves good for carrying things as well?
They sure are. With the Microfinish grip, you can prevent dropping and breaking things when moving around.
Yes, it's really great. Not only safer, but you don't need as much energy.
Hey, does a strong grip for oily stuff mean a strong grip for wet things too?
Yes, it does. With Microfinish, you can prevent such accidents as dropping something on your feet.
I never thought much about it before, but choosing the right gloves is more important than I realized. What other types of gloves use Microfinish?
There's a cut-resistant type for handling glass or sheet metal products and a thermal type for working in winter and cold environments.
Now we know so much about gloves, we could be called the glove family.
There are many reasons for choosing Microfinish. It doesn't slip and you don't get so tired. It helps you work safely and efficiently. Microfinish, the intelligent grip. It works.